Hey Scaarat, we're here at the shooting range and today I'm gonna talk about how I configured my Steyr AUG. Remember, it's AUG in Austria, so I may say AUG in between. Don't hold it against me, that's how we talk. Back to topic, how I configured my Steyr AUG A3. That's basically the rifle I'm gonna talk about. As I said, it's the A3 model, semi-automatic of course, because in Austria we can't have nice things, so no full auto for us. I opted for the 16-inch version because I like my things short. I have nothing to overcompensate. And it has an FDE type stock. It's the stock that's exchangeable for the left side shooting ejection if you have a left side shooting ejection bolt. I'm not using that. I'm a right-handed shooter, so we'll use it right-handed. As you can see, I installed a longer rail by Corvus Defensio. The rail goes up to here over the barrel, which gives me the option to install a handguard. This is the Corvus Defensio handguard. It's basically two halves that lock in at the MLOK segments of this extended top rail, and you can also install a long bottom rail, which gives you not just the option to mount vertical grips up very front, but up very rear. If you know the usual Steyr AUG, the grip is about in this position, which makes you hold it like that. But if you want to go a bit far back, or if you're a small shooter and wanted to have it back there, the extended rail is your friend. That's that. Of course, you've noticed this one is suppressed. I'm using Ase Utra, that's a Finnish company suppressor with a Ase Utra muscle device. There you go. And as you can see, it's pretty much a screw on this side. Screw, screw, screw. Put the lock over there. And that's basically it. So, now let's get to the finer details. The Steyr AUG is of course a bullpup design rifle, so it ejects shells. If you don't want the shells to hit your face, you want something like that. That's the Corvus Defensio. Remember, Corvus Defensio, Corvus Defensio, Corvus Defensio. Corvus Defensio shell deflector. So even if you would switch to the weak shoulder, the shell deflector would prevent that the shell's gonna hit your face. So I actually like not getting hit in the face by hot shell. That's one of the essential upgrades that everyone should have for the Steyr AUGs. Now, let's come to the more refined parts. That's, of course, a bolt lever, and this bolt lever, also by Corvus Defines, is adjustable for angle. I'll adjust it for a rather 90-degree angle because it makes it a lot more easier to pull the lever without getting your knuckles hit by the scope. The usual boulder would be like here, it would be, oh, I'm bleeding, call the medic, you know. I don't want to do that, so I'm going for 90 degrees. Still works good in here, and it has still the spring installed, so if you should fall on it, it won't break. Now, one of the favorite all-time Steyr AUG upgrades, this trigger. This trigger is made by Kawatec, an Austrian company, and this is the solution for every AUG trigger problem you had so far. I'm not getting paid to say that, it's fucking magic. It's what it is. You don't have to change anything in the trigger box. This AUG uses the standard Steyr trigger box without any springs removed or any sears changed, whatever. This just works by pure physics and mechanics. Usually the Steyr AUG trigger ball is like this. But with this trigger installed, it's like this. It's unbelievable. It's pretty much a match trigger. And also, this trigger has a, it's not a secret hidden feature, it is a feature. If you put the safety in the middle selection, it becomes a 2-stage trigger. Going here to your 1 stage, I'm on the 2-stage end. That's it. I'm showing you that again, trying to do it with the left hand. Oh, that's awkward. Going to the point, and there you go. And again, let's show it from this side. So it looks like elsewhere. Going to the single point mode. See how easy and smooth it is? It's fucking fantastic. I could do this all day. Well, it's even more fun if you shoot the gun, but even knowing that this was done without changing anything in the actual trigger box, superb. Also from Kawatec I have this, which is an extended bolt release. I will show that later, because I'm not gonna shoot into this direction, I'm shooting into this direction. And this one is also a very neat upgrade. Gonna put it back on safety. You have your standard AUG magazine, and instead of pressing in here with the standard AUG mag release, you can either grab it in a smooth downwards motion, or if you want to do a quick reload, you can go in here and just pull it out. I will show you that later in a second. But now we have to be serious, people. Some of you are shunting me for having the scope mounted this low. To all of them I say, yes, it is mounted low, because I like it that low. If you look at the actual STG77, the original AUG with the integral scope, this scope has the center point about 1 millimeter below the actual STG77 scope. So that's pretty close to what we're using in the army, which makes it a more familiar feeling. Also, it's just my personal preference. I like it to be very low on the gun, because it gives me a more stable point. Also, I'm running currently a red dot up here, so if I don't want to go as low as you just seen, top red dot, all set. Number 2, you guys are shunting me because I'm using a Burris Fastfire red dot. Okay, it's not a premium red dot, but it works. If it ever breaks, I will replace it with something more expensive, I promise you guys. Speaking of scope, the scope is the Kahles 16E. That's 16E if you want to say it in one word. Anyway, it's a 1:6 magnification scope. Pretty much your usual LPVO, low power variable optic. The thing I changed about here is I have a custom tower made from another Austrian company. It's called Formula Shorts, and yeah, custom ballistics tower. I have the scale on this side because it enables you to rotate the scale to the side, so this way I'll always see it and it's not covered by the red dot. Wow, so much for the theory of talking, and we'll be right back with shooting this AUG. One last thing before I start shooting, we check if the gas plug is set to the SD setting, because Steyr released a gas valve that's supposed to work for suppressor use. The granite rifle position is the suppressor use position. It's set to the correct position. Just in case you're wondering, this would be the standard position. This would be the position if the gun is super dirty, which he actually is, but that's not what we're gonna do now, and we're setting it back to the granite rifle position, as I said, in this case, suppressor use. So here we are now and ready to fire a few shots for you guys. So, as I said, it's semi-auto only, and with the suppressor, there's still a fair amount of gas coming right back to me in front of my face, but it is not that bad, at least not for a few shots. Again, if you look at the trigger, it's just magnificent. I love this trigger. This was the single stage. This is the dual stage version of the trigger. Let me show you. Point and tuck. There you go. What about the recoil impulse? Usually the Steyr AUG recoil impulse is very controllable. With the suppressor, there's really a bit more kickback to it than it would be without the suppressor. Oh, now the wind is coming. I'm not sure if you can still hear me. If you can't hear me, it's the wind, it's not my fault. So you see, it's quite some kick going on here. Oh man, the wind is really picking up. Good thing is, if I'm using the Handguard, I have all this thing to grab it, and it's not sure if you should do it, but I can even try to put my thumb up here to get it more into my shoulder, to get some more shots off without recoil, trying to get in my way. So, magazine's empty, bolt catch engaged, removing the magazine, fresh magazine, putting it in, and usually with the normal with the normal bolt catch, you would have to grab up there. With this one, I can go right in here, extend it, and that's it, and I don't have to push somewhere around here. So, do some more shooting. It shoots very well. But again, a bit more recoil with the suppressor. Let's go in for some double taps now. You can probably see by me flinching that there's a fair amount of gas still coming right in my face. That's it. Let me show you once more the reload. Usually you can go like this, or if you want to reload rather fast, just go like this. And I missed the butt. Okay. Now I'm pissed. Now I'm gonna do this again. Because I'm not a super operator that just shows you the stuff that worked. I'll show you all the stuff. I don't care if you like it or not. You will see every outtake. Because there are no outtakes with me. That's just the truth. I know you like the truth. So, again, mag's empty. Pushing it off. Getting the mag up there. Pushing it. And we're ready to go again. So, that's pretty much it. Anything else you want to see? No? Okay. We're moving the camera to the other side so you can see the shell deflector in action. And we're back from this side this time. Once again, I want to show you the mag reload with the Kawatec mag release. Going in there, pushing it out, new mag in, quick press, and we're back here. So, this time we are focusing on the shell deflector here. We're going in and safety off. So the pattern of the shells, because it's hitting the shell deflector, going in a very nice 90 degree away from me. So in theory, if I now put this to the weak shooter, I should not get the hot kiss of the shell. Let's see if it works. Once again, this side, my face is still okay. This side, I'm getting weird gases in the face, but my face is still okay. Woohoo! No hot burns. Perfect. That should be a face model. You know, go call some L'Oreal and whatever they call and let them tell you they need a new bearded face model. So, for the last few shots, I'm going to the double stage trigger, just so you can see that once more. To the point, and there it is. Point, trigger, point, trigger. So the double stage trigger, of course, is more for you precision shooting guys, while the direct point single stage trigger is for us people who want to go fast. That's it. I think I've blown about $300 in ammo because the ammo prices are freaking terrible right now. And that means I'm going to say bye and see you in the next video.